Do you wish there was a simplified plan with simple steps to get started teaching online? Well, in today's video, I'm going to talk about how to build a successful online teaching business with just 4 steps to teaching online. Make sure to stay until the end because I'll talk about the biggest mistake that new online teachers make as they're getting started teaching online. Hello, my name is Katie. If you're new here, make sure to grab my free 30-day guide to teaching online, linked in the description box below. So the first step to building a successful online teaching business is to choose a platform. To put it simply, there's basically 2 ways that you can go about this. You can either go independent and host your own online teaching classes, or you could go about working for a platform. There are pros and cons to both. Working for a platform can be great because they're a pre-established business. They already have students and families on their platform that are ready to go and ready to sign up for your classes. However, platforms usually take some sort of cut of your pay. As an independent teacher, you get to take home 100% of the pay, but of course, it's much more difficult to find your own students, and of course, you're gonna have some expenses that you have to cover out of that pay as well that might be covered by a platform. As an online teacher coach and an Outschool organization owner, I usually recommend to new online teachers that they go with a platform route, and that's just because usually teachers want to get started as soon as possible and want to be making money and teaching students as quickly as they can. And so usually the platform route is kind of a faster way to start gaining students into your classes. I gotta be honest, I've tried finding students on my own before, and it is not easy. So for new online teachers, I definitely recommend starting out with a platform just because you can find students faster and start earning sooner. My favorite platform has brought me over 1,000 students in the last 2 years. If you want to hear more about it, then make sure to check out this video next. So the second step to building a successful online teaching business is finding your purposeful and profitable niche. When you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. So as teachers, you may be multi-passionate, you may be multi-talented. However, from a business standpoint, when a family is looking for a teacher to work with their student, they're looking for someone who's specialized in the topic that they are searching for. For example, I'm a guitar teacher. If someone was looking for a guitar teacher for their learner, they would probably look for someone who specializes in guitar, not someone who teaches music and history and science and all the above, right? Being specific earns trust right away with learners. It's so important to find the happy place between your passions, your experience, but also what is in demand and what the market needs. That means doing some market research, see what's out there, what is doing well, and then how can you set yourself apart from the competition so that you can stand out to gain learners. I talk more about this in my free workshop, How to Replace and Surpass Your Classroom Teaching Salary by Teaching Online. Make sure to check that workshop out after this video, and I will link it below. All right, my third step to building a successful online teaching business is to have excellent branding. For your classes, you need to consider SEO, search engine optimization, which basically just means using words and keywords that families are searching so your classes even appear when they're looking for them. You need to have a title for your course that is eye-catching, that's exciting, and that stands out from the competition. You need to have an awesome photo that is bright and colorful and polished and professional. I recommend having a video. Using video in your marketing is your best tool. So create a teacher profile video that shows off your personality, your teaching style, and how engaging you are as a teacher. For the description of the class listing or for your sales page, make sure that it is not in paragraph form. Make sure it has bullet points, it's digestible, it has spacing, it's easy to read. People are lazy these days. They're not going to sit there and read an essay about your class. They're going to go onto one that has bullet points and emojis and short, concise, descriptive sentences. And finally, especially if you're on a platform, make sure to schedule at least 3 sections of your class so that it actually shows up in the search engine. Try to use a variety of days and times so that students have some options that might work with their schedule. If you want to see an example of an exact class that I teach on the Outschool platform, I have a YouTube video out where I go step by step exactly what I teach, what I do before class, after class, all of the above. So make sure to check that video out after this one. All right, and my 4th step to building a successful online teaching business is to gain and retain students. Once you have your scheduled classes, it can take some time and effort to get those first enrollments. So here are some tips for me to gain students quickly. Number 1, if you're on a platform that cancels your class 24 hours in advance, like Outschool does, then uncancel that class. Last minute learners are super common, and students can actually enroll even 5 minutes into the start time of your class. Number 2 is to set up auto scheduling. So if you're on the Outschool platform, there's something called auto scheduling, or you can also use something like Calendly. That's a scheduling software where you have availability from this time to this time each day. So even if you don't have a class already scheduled at certain times, students can go in and create their own section at times that you have available. That way, even if you didn't list a time that works for them, they can find a time that works for them and still enroll in your class. Another really helpful tip is to make sure to schedule your classes at least 2 weeks in advance, if not more. The further in advance that you have scheduled your class, the more time that learners have to enroll, and it'll really optimize your chances of gaining learners. As far as retaining students go, this is so important. Building your online business, it's not going to be about finding new students every single day. It's once you find those students, keep them long term. In order to do this, you have to make sure that once they're enrolled, they want to stay, right? So your classes are super engaging. You build an immediate relationship with that student that makes them feel heard, understood, cared for, excited about what they're learning. Another great tip is to be over communicative with families. Send a message before class, after class, 1 week following up with the class, and always make sure to send a message after class that invites them to stay and enroll in another class afterwards. Bonus points if you even offer them a coupon. I talk strategies for how to gain and retain students all the time over on my Instagram. If you don't already follow me, then make sure to give me a follow. All right, so once again, the 4 easy steps to teaching online are choosing a platform, finding your purposeful and profitable niche, creating in-demand classes with excellent branding, and gaining and retaining students. If this video was helpful for you, please make sure to give it a like and hit subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.